This is a very nicely presented 2009 Toyota Prado GXL. It has only 42,000 kilometres on the clock and seems to be worth every cent of the $55,000 asking price. Wrong. This is actually a Toyota Prado GX, has travelled in excess of 323,000 kilometres and is worth absolutely nothing. This car is a death trap. This car has been what they call rebirthed, and it's waiting to fool the unsuspecting car buyer. It's very important for car buyers to be aware that these sorts of vehicles are being offered to us. Of course, it's against the law to sell a vehicle that has been altered like this, and if you buy one, even unknowingly, you risk losing everything. Here's how Channel 7 reported it.
The Toyota Prado was so well put back together, it allegedly fooled the dealer, the buyer, even licensing inspectors. But a forensic vehicle examiner picked up more than a dozen serious faults.
This car emphasises just how important it is to deal with a trusted and established Toyota dealer. People like the award-winning City Toyota. They'll make sure you don't get ripped off. They'll make sure you don't waste your hard-earned money on a scam. But I know what you're thinking. This car looks terrific, and it does. But you've got to know where to look and what to look for. And most importantly, don't let the lure of a cheap price suck you in. Now, let's have a look at this very nice Prado. The driver's side airbag wasn't connected, and it's likely there isn't one. The passenger side seat doesn't have one either. The vehicle has been immersed in fresh water, possibly up to the air filter, which can affect a number of mechanical, electrical and safety features. The engine and most of the engine components have been removed and replaced with inferior parts. A number of bolts securing seats and seat belts are corroded, and the seats have been replaced to make it look like a GXL top-of-the-range model, along with fitting this GXL badge. The dashboard has been replaced. The seats, seatbelt holders, the seat anchor bolts and door catches have been crudely refitted. The compliance plate has been reattached. The fuel tanks, most of the undercarriage and chassis rails have been resprayed. And that's just the beginning of what's been done to this car. It's a pleasure to be joined by Stephen Moyer, CEO of the Motor Trade Association WA. G'day, Stephen.
Hi, Alan.
Now, has someone like me got any hope of detecting a rip-off like this?
Well, sadly, no. The level of professionalism with car rebirthing these days has made it virtually impossible for the average man or woman on the street to pick up what's happening.
And is it a common occurrence?
Look, yes, it is. We're getting more and more reports through. There's recently been a syndicate in New South Wales where they've done 81 of these vehicles. So it is a very, very substantial problem. Hundreds of millions of dollars a year in being transacted in these cars.
So how long would you spend examining a car like this?
Alan, we had a forensic specialist actually go over this vehicle. They spent 5 hours just preparing an initial report.
So what advice would you give us so that we don't get ripped off by buying a car like this?
Well, the simple thing is, with a vehicle like this, $40,000 to $50,000 worth of investment, I would not be doing a private to private. I'd always go to an authorised dealer, just for the security of the fact that I have a warranty and I have some comeback.
Sure. Good advice. Thanks, Stephen.
Thanks, Alan.
Of course, this car is now the focal point of criminal investigations by federal police. As a member of the Motor Trade Association, City Toyota can guarantee that all of their vehicles presented for sale to their customers are genuine, quality and fully checked compliant cars. Well, I'm joined by Wayne Smith now, dealer principal of City Toyota. And Wayne, this seems like a right old scam for the novice buyer like me. I wouldn't have a clue. How do they get started and what do they do to a car?
Yeah, it's quite a scary situation, but it exists because the Toyota's got great resale value, typically a four-wheel drive diesel. So there's a good opportunity for someone to get a vehicle, say ex-mining, a lot of kilometres on it, but quite near new in condition. Get that vehicle and actually use a lot of other vehicles that typically are stolen, rebuild that car into something that presents itself like today. So that's tampering with the kilometres, changing seats, putting accessories on the vehicle and really going over to make it look quite near new.
So you're not getting the car that you think you're getting?
No, that's right.
So how do we avoid that?
Well, the best way to do it is to deal with a Motor Trade Association dealer. City Toyota is registered as one. What we'll do is we'll trade that vehicle in, go through that car from top to tail and actually identify, is the vehicle legitimate, are the kilometres correct, look at the service history, look at the safety aspect and check the overall roadworthiness condition of the vehicle.
Safe and sound. Thanks, Wayne.
Thank you.
It's all about safety, peace of mind, and getting exactly what you paid for. But more importantly, stopping those scammers rip innocent buyers off. So if you're looking for a good deal with a real guarantee and peace of mind, get into the award-winning City Toyota, Sterling Highway, Netherlands, and Adelaide Terrace, Perth.